Stop. Look at this picture. This is Anya yesterday. She was invisible. She's wearing 2 sweaters because the heating in her tiny attic apartment was broken, carrying a worn-out sketch pad, and counting her last $20. She's invisible. Today, she is standing in a 50-story penthouse, the CEO of Kageyama Fashion Group, a multi-billion-dollar empire. She is wearing a couture suit and signing documents that control the fate of 1,000 employees. The moment that changed everything happened 3 hours ago in a dark, rain-slicked alley behind a cheap noodle shop. Anya found a man, bleeding, impossibly handsome, and clearly dying. This wasn't a drunk businessman. This was Kaito Kageyama, the ghost CEO, the untouchable head of the most powerful Yakuza syndicate in Tokyo, a man worth billions. As his life slipped away, he didn't call a doctor. He looked Anya in the eye, gave her a single, ornate ring, and spoke 2 urgent, final words: protect her. In the next blink, Anya went from sweeping floors to signing checks. But she quickly learned that inheriting a billion-dollar fashion empire means inheriting the Mafia boss's hidden enemies, and the very next day, a rival cartel boss, Mr. Tanaka, stepped into her office with a chilling ultimatum. That ring is ours, girl. And if you don't hand over the Kageyama legacy, you'll be dying in the same alley. What was in that ring that gave Anya absolute control over an empire? Who was the mysterious, her Kaito asked Anya to protect? And how does a dying Yakuza boss's final wish instantly turn a poor, struggling artist into the CEO of one of the most glamorous fashion houses in the world? This is a story about a desperate street-level encounter, a contract hidden in a diamond, and a shocking twist that revealed Anya's new life was not a reward but a target. Her biggest challenge wouldn't be running a fashion brand, it would be surviving the night. We need to rewind. Back to the freezing cold, empty streets of Tokyo, where Anya was simply trying to survive. Anya was living the true 0 point. She was an orphan, an aspiring textile artist, whose dreams were perpetually crushed by her empty bank account. She used her sketch pad to draw designs she knew she could never afford to produce, finding solace in the beauty she couldn't touch. Her nightly routine was working late at a laundromat and walking home through the maze of back alleys to avoid the main streets. It was Tuesday, 2 a.m., raining hard. She rounded the corner of the alley and saw him. Kaito Kageyama. He was bleeding from a severe wound, his tailored suit ruined, his face pale. He looked utterly alone, yet radiated a lethal, cold authority. Anya didn't run. She was too poor to be afraid of the things rich people fear. She saw a man dying, and her instinct was simply to help. She tore fabric from her old shirt and tried to staunch the bleeding. Kaito, sensing the end, dismissed her efforts. He watched her face, her genuine, panicked concern. He must have recognized the kind of pure, selfless heart that had long been driven out of his own life. He reached into his inner pocket, pulled out a small, heavy, platinum ring etched with a single, intricate dragon scale. It was his signature ring, the symbol of the Kageyama clan. Kaito, his voice a raw whisper, the ring is the key. You do this, you save her. Go to the tower, say my name. Tell them the dragon's eye is open. Protect her, Anya. Promise me. Anya, terrified and confused, promised. Then, he slipped the ring onto her finger, looked at her for a final, intense second, and collapsed. Anya didn't call the police. She knew who Kaito was. The shadows he cast were too long and dark. She ran, clutching the ring, until she reached her apartment. The next morning, driven by a strange mix of fear and obligation, she took the ring to the address Kaito had vaguely mentioned, the Kageyama Tower, a needle of dark glass piercing the sky. The security was immediate, intense, and terrifying. When she spoke Kaito's name and presented the ring, the atmosphere instantly changed from hostility to absolute obedience. She was ushered into the penthouse suite, where she met the Kageyama lawyer, a stern, watchful woman named Akane. Akane confirmed the unbelievable. Kaito Kageyama was not only a Yakuza boss but the sole owner of Kageyama Fashion Group, a legitimate, multi-billion-dollar luxury brand that funded his shadow operations. Akane explained, Mr. Kageyama had no immediate heirs he trusted. His will was structured for precisely this situation. Clause 4. The Platinum Succession. Anyone presenting the Dragon's Eye ring within 12 hours of his passing gains immediate, absolute control of Kageyama Fashion Group, effective immediately, until the true heir is found. The ultimate shock, Anya was not the heir, she was the placeholder. The interim CEO. The will stated that the new CEO's first mission was to use the company's legal and financial power to locate and protect Sayuri, Kaito's long-lost daughter, the true heir, whom he had hidden decades ago to keep safe from his enemies. Anya's promise to Kaito, protect her, was now her CEO mandate. The transformation was dizzying. In one day, Anya went from arguing with a landlord over a late fee to commanding a boardroom. She was given a new wardrobe, a security detail, and a vast office overlooking the city. The money meant nothing to her, the mission meant everything. She used her passion for textiles to create a cover story, an unknown creative genius discovered by Kaito before his death. But the shadow world quickly caught up. The fashion brand was merely a highly visible front for Kaito's empire. And the empire had one massive enemy, the Tanaka clan, a rival Yakuza group who believed Kageyama Fashion Group was rightfully theirs. The next morning, Akane brought Anya a visitor. Mr. Tanaka, a man whose smile never reached his cold, pitiless eyes, walked into her pristine office. Mr. Tanaka, his voice laced with venom. The ring doesn't belong on your finger, Miss Anya. It belongs to the Kageyama legacy. You are a puppet, and we know Kaito used this fashion house to hide something far more valuable than clothes. We know he was hiding a key to a Swiss bank account containing his entire illegal fortune. We will take the brand, we will take the fortune, and you will disappear. Anya realized the truth. Kaito hadn't chosen her for her honesty. He chose her because she was expendable. If she died, she would be an inconvenient, untraceable girl from the streets, giving him time to secure his daughter's future. Anya had a secret weapon, her artist's mind. She didn't think like a CEO or a criminal. She thought like someone looking for hidden patterns and meaning. She realized the answer to Kaito's last message. The Dragon's Eye is open, must be hidden within the fashion house itself. She started looking at the designs. Kaito, the brutal crime boss, was also a genius designer. His final, unfinished collection, titled Sayuri's Shadow, was locked in a private vault. Anya accessed the vault and found the collection. It wasn't just clothing, it was a complex map. The stitch patterns, the color codes, the unique textile weaves, they were all a cipher. She spent a sleepless night in the vault, using her knowledge of textile construction to decipher the patterns. And she found it, a hidden, encrypted archive file embedded in the digital embroidery pattern of the final gown. The archive contained Kaito's complete financial and criminal history and two crucial things. 1. The location of Sayuri, the true heir, who was living under an assumed identity in Paris. 2. The details of the Swiss bank key the Tanaka clan was hunting, a key that was not hidden in the ring, but was held by Akane, the loyal Kageyama lawyer who was secretly Kaito's cousin. The ring had been a distraction. Anya's mission was twofold: protect Sayuri and protect Akane. Anya realized she was out of time. Tanaka was moving in. She met with Akane, who was stone-faced and refused to give up the bank key. Akane saw Anya as a risky outsider. Akane stated coldly, "Kaito trusted me with the key, not you. I will not hand over the Kageyama fortune to an unknown street girl, even if you wear the ring." Anya didn't argue. She made a decision based on strategy, not trust. She knew Tanaka was tracking her every move, likely tapping the phones and cameras in the office. She performed a brilliant, dangerous piece of performance art. In a staged, loud, and public meeting designed to be overheard, Anya furiously fired Akane, screaming that she was incompetent and a traitor who was hoarding the Swiss bank key. She physically pushed Akane out of the office, confirming Tanaka's suspicions. Tanaka immediately saw his opportunity. The lawyer was the weak link. He began hunting Akane, believing the key was now exposed. Meanwhile, Anya secretly wired money to Sayuri in Paris and booked her a flight to Tokyo under the assumed name of a Kageyama model. The final step was the Kageyama Annual Gala, the most visible fashion event of the year, and Anya's opportunity to set the ultimate trap. She took center stage, wearing the final gown from the Sayuri Shadow collection, the very gown that held the key's location in its stitching. Tanaka arrived, expecting to see a defeated girl, ready to hand over the company. He cornered Anya backstage, his hand resting menacingly inside his jacket. Tanaka sneered. "The lawyer is gone. The ring is useless. The contract is worthless without the fortune. Where is the key, girl?" Anya, now composed and ice-cold, replied, "The key isn't here, Mr. Tanaka, but she is." Just then, Akane and a young, poised woman walked onto the stage. The young woman was Sayuri Kageyama, the true heir. She was exactly 25 years old, the legal age of majority in Kaito's secret will. The moment Sayuri stepped onto the stage, the Platinum Succession Clause 4 expired. A new Clause 5 activated. Full transfer of assets to Sayuri Kageyama, effective immediately. The immediate transfer meant the company was no longer in Kaito's hands or Anya's temporary control. It was legally Sayuri's. Tanaka was stunned. He tried to argue, but Akane stepped forward, no longer a fired lawyer but a loyal executor. She announced the official transfer and presented the Swiss bank key to Sayuri, proving the fortune was safe. But the final twist came from Anya. She stepped up to the microphone, no longer the terrified girl from the alley, but a powerful CEO. Anya revealed, Mr. Tanaka believed Kaito Kageyama was hiding a key to steal his illegal fortune. He was wrong. Kaito was hiding the key to his legitimate fortune, the illegal one, that was used to build this fashion house to distract you. And the final dress I am wearing tonight is the final Kageyama design, embroidered with proof of every illegal transaction your Tanaka clan has made for the last 5 years. Anya had used the cipher she learned from Kaito's designs to weave Tanaka's own criminal ledger into the intricate stitching of the gown. The camera zoomed in on the textile, confirming the hidden data. The fashion brand, in Kaito's final, brutal genius, was also a giant, glamorous evidence vault. Tanaka was arrested on the spot by authorities who had been tipped off by Akane. The Yakuza empire was dismantled. Anya never became the owner of the billions, but she proved she was the only person worthy to lead the Kageyama legacy. Sayuri, the true heir, didn't want the criminal empire, but she loved the fashion house. She immediately appointed Anya as the permanent, official CEO of Kageyama Fashion Group. Anya finally realized Kaito's final act. He didn't just choose an expendable girl, he chose an artist. He knew Anya would see the patterns, solve the cipher, and use her creative genius to save his daughter and his legitimate legacy. The girl who found a dying Yakuza boss in an alley and promised to protect his daughter now runs a global fashion brand. She is no longer invisible. She is the most dangerous kind of CEO, the one who knows how to spot the hidden patterns, the one who was raised on the streets, and the one who chose honor over $1 billion. Her biggest success wasn't the clothes she designed, it was the fate she created.